Hello everyone, my name is James Taban and this is my chess assignment for semester September 2021. So I'll start with a brief introduction of myself. Okay, as you've heard, my name is James Taban and I come from South Sudan. I'm doing my undergraduate degree in information technology and I came to Malaysia in January 2020. So I have around 10 siblings, six sisters, three brothers. We're around 10 in number. And actually, my first interest in chess came when my older brother brought a chessboard to our home. Um, I was around 9 years old at the time, and honestly, I didn't know how the pieces moved, so it was kind of just a fun game. But my brother continued teaching me how the different pieces of the chessboard move, and that was the first experience I had playing chess. Over the years, the interest kind of went away, but when Netflix released the Queen's Gambit, short series on chess and how it's played, my interest peaked actually because I didn't know that there would be openings like the Queen Gambit itself. The Queen Gambit is a opening. So I wanted to learn on the different openings you can use in chess and so forth. And chess actually would helps you create more of a strategic thinking in a way, like makes you think about things differently, just as how you move a chessboard. So next, we're going to talk about the standard, rapid, and blitz time control. So, as in any tournament, we need to play the game in a set amount of time so that we can make sure that the different proceeds of the tournament can continue. So, in chess, there are three types of time control, namely the standard, rapid, and the blitz time. So, let's talk more about them. In standard time control, we have a limit of around 2 hours. Actually, it's about 1 hour 30 minutes where each player is around allowed to make around 40 moves. From the 40 moves, you can continue with the other, say, 15 moves or 20 moves, but of course with an increase in time. And this totally amounts to around 2 hours. So here the players are given more time to think about which moves they should make and is usually used in tournament settings. We go to the rapid time control where the limit for all the moves to be done by the players would be 30 minutes. And we go to the blitz time control, which is the fastest time control that we have where you need to complete the game in under 5 minutes. Okay, now let's move to the one touch move rule. So this rule states that when you deliberately touch a piece on the chessboard, you must move or capture that piece if it is legal to do so. So for example, on a chessboard, I touch the knight. On my side, I have to move the knight forward, backwards, or in any move that is legal that it can do. Let's say I touch the pawn on the other opponent's side. I have to capture that pawn if it's legal to do so, and that's basically the rule that we have. So now we go to the differences between checkmate and stalemate. So checkmate happens when one player checks his or opponent's king and his or opponent cannot remove itself from the check in any way. So we'll come to this scenario. We're going to take the white king's rook to d8. So the king is in check at this point. So the king at this point cannot get his rook to come remove it from the check because the white rook is between the rook and the king himself. The king cannot move to h8 because he'll still be in check by the rook. The king also cannot move to f7 because that square is under attack by the white king. So in this scenario, it's a checkmate because the king cannot move anywhere without not being in check. So this is a checkmate, and white wins 1 point. So now we go to stalemate. A stalemate occurs when a player has no authorized moves. The only moves the player can make are those that place his or her king in check. So the key distinction is that the player's king is not in check in a stalemate. So in this scenario, we're going to move the white king to c6. Once you move the white king to c6, this square here, c6, the black king cannot move to c7 because it's under attack by the white king here. The black king can also not move to this square because it's under attack by this pawn. The black king also cannot move to this square or this square because it's under attack by this white pawn. So in this scenario, the king cannot move anywhere without being in check. But the king is not in check himself because none of this can force the king to go anywhere. So therefore, this is a stalemate and the game will end in a draw. So that is the difference between a checkmate and a stalemate, and thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you have a good day and stay safe out there and wear a mask. Thank you.